What's up, boxing world? It's your boy bringing back the 13th round with Freddylokz. This is show number 7. Been gone for a year, but I'm back. I'm back in the mix for good. Let's get right into it. Last Wednesday on Wednesday Night Fights, we had a really good card for a Wednesday, actually. We got to see 2004 bronze medalist Wilmer Vasquez. We got to see the middleweight prospect Mean Joe Green, the always game and rugged David Estrada. I mean, that makes for an exciting night as it is. To top it off, we got to see Twin Tyson, Juan URANGO, with a devastating KO victory over Carlos Vilches. He's been on a KO streak since his loss to Hatton. So now, if he wants to get back in the title mix, I would definitely shoot for the winner of Torres versus Holt. I do think Paulie and Junior Witter can outbox him. So I would shoot for the winner of Torres Holt, or else go for the new crown champ that just KO'd Gavin Reese. I believe his name is Andreas Kotelnik or something like that. You should definitely get back in the mix by aiming at those guys. On Friday night, we had the Puerto Rican prospect Roman Rocky Martinez. He had a hell of a night. I mean, started off pretty good. It got rugged towards the end. Christian Favela is a pretty game guy who's shared the ring with David Diaz, Javier Jauregui. He shared the ring with, what's his name, Steven Lovano, Wes Ferguson, who's a Pretty Boy's boy. He's been in there with some good guys, so I knew it was going to be tough. I knew it was going to definitely be tough for him. He should look. I would like to see him in there with Urbano Antillon, maybe Humberto Soto. Fighters like that would definitely give him a run for his money and see what the kid's really made of. On the same token, that'll also test Urbano Antillon. Humberto Soto might be a pretty big step up, but I mean, the kid looks pretty promising. He looks pretty good, We also had Friday night fights. We had a pretty good, exciting night of boxing. Andre Serkan, he stopped Jesse Feliciano because Lord knows they ain't gonna knock him out. I don't think he's been knocked out since 140 fight with Mighty Mike Arnautis. They stopped him on his feet, taking too much punishment, way too much punishment. Maybe now it's time for Serkan to rematch Yuri Foreman, since there's a kind of shady decision, split decision victory. Or he could even fight James Kirkland. That'd be a hell of an exciting fight for us fans, and that really show us what they're made of. We also had Paul Spadafora, but I won't get much into that until Paul's ready to take boxing a bit more serious. Just got out of jail or prison, and he fought, and he's already back in jail or prison or in some kind of trouble with the law. Moving on to Saturday, we have the son of the legend, JC Superstar Jr. with another win on his resume over a pretty solid Italian guy. His name was Tobia Loriga. Pretty come forward type of guy. Not really that much power, but Junior kind of showed his boxing ability, was moving, good head movement. He proved the critics wrong that he's not always looking for that left hook or the knockout shot. He improved his game a bit. I would like to see him in there, although with someone that will truly test him, Feliciano, David Estrada, Alfonso Gomez. You know, people that will give him a run for his money. You know what I mean? And actually make him use all his abilities in just one night, whether it's boxing or keeping him off of him with his power. I would love to see those fights. Baez Jr. back on the winning streak. It's been on one since his loss down there in Florida. We also had Omar Chavez with a really hard decision. I don't think he lost it. People say he got a gift, but he was outboxing this rugged little Mexican dude that was up in his face, but wasn't really doing much but pressuring, ineffective pressure. Omar Chavez really has a lot to work, but I mean, he's only 17 years old. Let's give him a break. But the one that impressed me the most from that night was the Filipino Bernabe Concepcion. Really good, 122-pound division. Better watch out for this kid. I mean, he looked really good. I mean, I would like to see him in there with Johnny Gonzalez, Antonio Escalante, maybe even Bernard Dunn. You know, I would like to see him in there with those type of fighters. And after that, maybe break into the top 5 of that division already. I mean, if the kid's ready, he's ready. You know what I mean? And he looked really good that night. Last night, we had Ishe Smith, lost again. Yelling robbery again. You know, I think Ishe's really talented. He's a defensive-minded fighter, so he made Joel Julio really work for that decision. I think Ishe has what it takes to beat him. He just doesn't. He doesn't stay busy. You know, he depends on his opponent to make moves so he can finally make one. You know, at this stage in his career, He started off as a good prospect. He went to a TV show and he's still not making a name for himself. I would go for the kill in every fight. I mean, he has a skill, you know, why not? Why not do it? Why not go for it? If not, he has to face the fact and he'll probably be nothing more than a trial horse in that division. So let's move it up, Ishe. We know you got the talent to do it. Moving on to news, notes, upcoming fights, and predictions. Juan Guzman finally got his visa, so the fight will go on this Saturday with Arthur. I like Guzman by late TKO, maybe decision. I think Guzman's a force to be reckoned with right now at 130. I would hardly pick anybody over him, maybe Marquez or Pacquiao, but right now he's a force to be reckoned with. Really talented guy, really, really skilled in every department, not just one. Eastside Boxing's very own Darnell Dingling Wilson will fight for a strap. He's looking to fight Farad Arslan for the WBA Cruiserweight title. I look for Arslan to try to outbox him, and I look for Dingling to try to decapitate him, you know. But I'm going to side with my boy, Darnell Dingling, man. Hopefully he can get a strap underneath it. Truly deserves it after giving us fans so many exciting fights and knockouts. Johnny Tapia also looks to come back this weekend. I mean, if boxing's going to keep him out of trouble in life, you know, why not train kids? Do something else that involves boxing. Don't fight. I mean, Johnny, we love you. Hang him up. I don't think fighting good for you anymore. Just do what you gotta do, but I mean, I don't know. I would like to see you hang him up, Johnny. Orlanier Solis, the Cuban heavyweight prospect, staying busy. He just came off a victory. Already has a fight scheduled in 2-3 weeks. I mean, I love this throwback way of bringing a fighter up, fighting, staying busy, and he obviously has a talent. So we'll see where he goes from there. Nate Campbell calling out Pacquiao every interview, every conference, which is good. I would like to see that fight, but before it gets made, I would like to see a rematch with the Baby Bull. I would like to see that fight. We also have David Haymaker. Hey, he looks to bring havoc to the heavyweight division. He literally got up in Vladimir Klitschko's face, called him out. You know, I mean, it was good to see that, because it's been a while since we've seen people like that really trying to get a fight, really trying to make a name for themselves. You know, not just sitting on their titles. You know, he's looking for the best out there, and he's definitely going to get it with Vladimir if it does happen. We also have Andre Durrell versus Anthony Henshaw. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably side with Durrell because I've seen Henshaw lose. But besides that, they're pretty evenly matched. We'll see where it goes from there. Saturday we have Golden Boy versus Stevie 2-pound Forbes. Of course, the obvious answer is Oscar by TKO. You know, but I think Stevie Forbes is a lot more game than just going against him that easy. I mean, he definitely has a good chin. He's quick. He just banged it out with Panchito Bojalo. And I'm not comparing Oscar to Bojalo, but compare Oscar's last fight to where he was gassing out to Stevie's last fight to where he was banging with the young, hard-hitting prospect like Bojalo. And Stevie definitely has a chance, you know. But I mean, I'm going with Oscar. We'll see how he pulls it out. We'll see what happens. I'll be out there live. I'm excited to see Jorge Linares on the card. I want to see what the dude's made of. I heard a lot of good things and seen a lot of good things, so I'm happy I'll be seeing them. Now let's wrap it up with some questions from the audience and fans, boxing fans. Matthew Thompson asks, Freddie, boxing's next biggest fight is Cotto versus Margarito. Given their styles, who do you see winning this fight? And how? I'm a die-hard fan of both of them. I can't pick against either one. I'm really brokenhearted to see this fight even happening, but it has to happen. Margarito's a durable guy with a solid chin and a solid work rate that can give Cotto problems. Willie, I don't know, Cotto can adapt to a lot of styles. He has power, he has boxing ability, he has everything except a solid chin. So it's going to be really exciting to see. I'm not going to pick a winner. I'm going to see how the training camps go along and see what mental games come into play, and we'll see from there. Psychosis from the Psycho Round forums asks if I think Mayweather's going to come in dressed in drag against Oscar to clown him. Now, he's came in a gladiator suit before and fought like a guy that should be dressed in drag. So maybe coming in dressed in drag will make him fight like a gladiator. So hopefully he does, and hopefully he makes a fight out of it with Oscar de la Hoya. And Cut West, also from the Psycho Round forum, asks, what are your thoughts of people in MMA talking shit about boxing and saying it's a thing of the past? You know, I don't pay no attention to it. All the MMA guys that I know and train and help out a bit, they're solid boxing fans. The people that talk shit about any sport, obviously people that wear those Affliction, UFC shirts, hanging out at bars, thinking they're tough, never fought a day in their life, don't know shit about anything. Because if you're a true MMA fan, then you have to respect boxing. I mean, they train for it too, you know what I mean? So really, I don't pay attention to that mess. I ignore it. With that, your boy is out. Send all your questions to 13th round with Freddylokz at yahoo.com. Big ups to Eastside Boxing, Box Rec, Psycho Round family. Your boys out. Peace.